Hi everyone, I just wanted to discuss vitamins today. Vitamins are super important for our bodies. They are help us on a cellular level. They help our bodies function properly and work properly, and they are just something that you should add to your diet. I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't need to take vitamins, they don't work, and my response to that is generally they are correct because they are probably taking the wrong vitamin. If you are getting your vitamins from a traditional supermarket or a Walgreens or a CVS or Rite Aid, more than likely you are getting a synthetic vitamin. Basically that means that they are created in a lab and they try and mimic the vitamins that we get from our foods, but they do a very poor job, thus they do not work. The reason it's important to take vitamins and add that to your diet is because our soils are actually depleted. The new practices in agriculture and the use of pesticides on our soils and on our foods are creating food that is less nutritious and has less vitamin value. A couple things you can do. Obviously adding vitamins to your diet helps, but it's really important to be eating a non-GMO organic diet. Organic farming maintains a better soil, thus you're going to get a more nutritious food. And then you're going to get a higher dose of vitamins. I'm going to be showing 3 different ones that I take on a daily basis. My vitamin protocol kind of changes throughout the year. For example, during the winter months or fall, I generally try and take a higher dose of vitamin C. I find that helps with just preventing sicknesses, and if you do happen to get a cold, it will shorten the duration of that particular cold. I'm going to start with the prenatal that I take. My son is still quite young, so I'm still on a prenatal. I've been taking a prenatal for probably 6 years. I never really stopped after the birth of my daughter. I kind of just knew that I would eventually have another child, so I thought I'll just keep taking a prenatal. The prenatal that I take is from Garden of Life, vitamin code. And the reason this is different than your traditional prenatal is that it is a whole food vitamin. And basically that means that it's actually, the vitamin is created from actual food or taken from fruit, which is really, really important whenever you're looking for a multivitamin. They are not basically just not synthetically made. This one is also really great because there are no synthetic binders or fillers or anything artificial, so you're not going to get any sweeteners in there or colors or anything preservatives. Yeah, it's just a really, really good prenatal. With my daughter, I took a different brand of prenatal. It was still a Whole Foods multivitamin, but they were like horse pills, and I am not good at taking pills, so I would have to crush them up every single morning, and it was just not convenient. These actually come in a capsule, and I'll show you one. They're actually like a normal size capsule. They're not huge or anything like that. They're just pretty small, and you can kind of see different flecks, and they kind of are different colors, like there's like a powder in there, and that is because this particular prenatal is combined with other fruits and vegetables, so it kind of is all ground up and it's all packed into this super vitamin, and it makes it super easy to digest. They also put like a probiotic in here. They also have, I think there's a bit of ginger in there, and a really good source of iron, which is really important for people that are pregnant. And with these vitamins, I never had any issues taking them. A lot of women complain of their prenatals either constipating them or making them feel sick after they take them. I can definitely say that those did not happen to me. I took these in the morning on an empty stomach. sometimes on a full stomach. I took them at night, and it never made any difference to how I digested them or anything like that. They are, in my opinion, the best prenatal vitamin that you can get. If you are not looking for a prenatal vitamin, the same is true for any multivitamin. Make sure it is a whole food based multivitamin. This one is also non-GMO. That's important too. You don't want anything genetically modified in your vitamins or either in your food. And the same goes for children's vitamins. Most children are on a multivitamin, but a lot of them on the market, and the traditional ones and the popular ones are all synthetic, which are not doing you or your child any good. So super important, multivitamin, whole food formula. Next, I would suggest taking a vitamin D supplement. Now, they're in your multivitamin. You're kind of hitting all your bases with all your general vitamins that your body needs and functions properly on. But I prefer adding vitamin D on top of my multivitamin. A couple of reasons for that. I live in a Midwest state, meaning we don't live in a climate that is super sunny. So I'm not exposed to the sun as much as somebody possibly in, say, California or Florida. So I take a liquid vitamin D, and this one's by Carlson, and I love this one. It's really easy. There's 365 drops in a bottle, and that will last you obviously the whole year. So it's 1 drop per day. And you just pop it on your tongue and let it dissolve or just melt in there, and your body just will absorb it really well. They make a children's vitamin in this, or they make a liquid one as well for children and kids and babies. I don't know why they have them named differently. They are the same dosage, 400 IUs. This one I take is 1,000 IUs. I usually will do 1 drop of this because I get about 1,000 in my prenatal as well. So that puts me up about 2,000 IUs. That's just the dosage amount. I know that these liquid ones, Carlson makes a 2,000 one and a 4,000 one per drop, based on how much you need. I like to get anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 IUs per day. And basically what vitamin D is doing for you is it helps you maintain your energy levels. If you're somebody that gets fatigued a lot, you could be deficient in vitamin D. I would recommend adding that to your diet. And it also helps with your bones. It makes your bones strong and keeps them strong. It's just one of the most important vitamins that you can take, and it prevents an array of different diseases, and it obviously helps your immune system tremendously. Finally, I just wanted to, this isn't technically a vitamin, but I think it's equally as important, and that is a really good probiotic. I'm currently taking one from Garden of Life. I can't really say enough good things about probiotics. Your gut flora in your stomach is super important for so many reasons. Any damage that has been done to it from taking antibiotics, particularly what the antibiotic is doing, doesn't know the difference between a good bacteria and a bad bacteria, and so it's just going to wipe out both. And you do not want to get rid of your good bacteria. It can create other problems inside the body, and the probiotic is going to help replenish that and also repair the lining of your gut. There's been tons of studies happening in the last several years about the connection between our digestive system, particularly in our gut, and the brain. They're actually calling the gut the second brain. If there's some issues going on in your digestive tract and it becomes unbalanced, you can start developing mood disorders and tons of other stuff. This one in particular is shelf stable. A lot of them are refrigerated because they are a live culture, and you want them to be alive when you ingest them. It's really important. If you get one that is supposed to be refrigerated and you leave it out, the cultures would die, and then you're taking it, it's not going to do you any good. I do not recommend buying these online, especially if they are not shelf stable. I pick them up at our local health food shop. I'm sure that Whole Foods sells them as well. Just like vitamins, they are not all created equal. Probiotics are not created equal. You want to make sure that you purchase them from a reputable health food shop. I should also mention that it's important to switch up your acidophilus or probiotics. This way you're not always getting the same strands. Each brand kind of has their own blend of cultures and good bacteria strands. So I generally switch probably between different bottles, maybe every couple months or so. I know I use another brand by a company called Flora. We get that at a health food shop as well. Garden of Life makes a really good chewable kids probiotic. My daughter loves it. It tastes really good. She has no issues taking it. I know a lot of kids benefit greatly from it, especially if they suffer with stomach issues and constipation and that sort of thing. As always, thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you're a vitamin person, let me know what you take. I'm always interested to hear what other people take and how it has improved their life. We'll see you next time. Thank you.